Hello everyone, and welcome back to our series where we are the Unholy Horde here in Norland. And here we are at Reckon, and we're about to attack them. We were going to attack one of Lakria's villages, but it actually got burnt before we could arrive there. So we just went and burnt this village to get their lumber, and now here we are at Reckon, who has just been attacked by some bandits and have very few soldiers left with them. I think it's about 7, yeah, so they've got 5 on towers and they've got the 2 on foot. So this shouldn't be too difficult, although they do have the walls, so that is a little bit of a problem. Hopefully we can just rush on through right after we burn down the walls here, and hopefully we can do a nice bit of damage before they kill all of our soldiers here. Looks like we're doing okay so far on damage. Nobody lost. Okay, one person lost. And we do have a few people that are, I guess, just collapsing from pain from a previous fight, so hopefully... Oh, Letta's not listening. Well, that's not good. Okay, this does happen sometimes, and I'm not too sure why. It just says part of a squad. They are not really wanting to listen here. Okay. They kind of... Oh no, they're just standing there. That's not good. We do not want them to keep taking all of this fire damage. Okay. See, I do not know why that happens exactly. It is a little bit... It's a little bit scary when that happens. Either way, they finally got involved here. Let's go ahead and take out this last tower. Alright, so that shouldn't have been nearly as damaging, but as you can see, it definitely was. So we're going to need to get home, and then we actually have a rebellion to deal with. I'll show you that in a moment, but Lakria is actually having a rebellion brewing, so we are going to try and assist that, but I think, who is this? Hathira here? I think she is a Varn. Yes, she is. So I don't know if we want to assist her. I guess it doesn't really matter because we're going to burn them to the ground either way. So I think maybe, let's see. Let's aid the rebellion. I would like to get home because of all these injuries, though. So it may just end up going through without us. But yes, let's get home. And then we were previously going to go with Siva next, but I think we may end up burning Lakria to the ground first. They are pretty even as far as strength against us, but we would have to burn down Siva's villages and then bribe this camp, whereas we can basically just help with this rebellion, bribe this camp, and then we should be able to take down Lakria no problem. And then at the same time, we will basically be back to where we were a few episodes ago. Now, that was kind of my bad, because I pretty much should have expected this, where they basically just keep resettling cities. I just did not realize that it would happen so quickly. And it seems to be very consistent, where at least one city gets settled like every 3 days or so. So now that we are basically resettling the cities ourselves, that shouldn't be as much of an issue. Let's actually go ahead and go to spawn a lord here. Yep, okay. And we're going to send Tyrol here to settle this city. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get back home, and then, like I said, we will start to deal with Lakria after that. Okay, now here we are in the city, and Sediaman has actually died somewhere. Nefa is now our queen, and she is going to be a pretty good queen, I think, as far as the intercity kind of shenanigans goes, because she is quite persuasive, good manners. She's an okay trader, not very good, but okay, and she is quite smart, so that's going to be good. And she is also pretty much our new manager. I guess we'll set this up for fertile now as well, which is quite good. We are 68% of the way there. She is a little bit upset because I made her a puppet of Sediaman. That was kind of short-sighted on my part. So now she has the death of an idol as well as the death of a loved one. Hopefully after their the funeral, we will be able to place his tombstone, and that hopefully will help a little bit. We have these hop fields now and a mill, so we're going to be creating some flour. Hopefully that'll be a little bit more efficient for us. If it works out pretty good, then I may just turn all of our carrot fields into hop fields. We also now have our workshop and, of course, the coal furnace. So we have the tools being produced, and we have our armor forge being worked on now as well. So hopefully before too long we can start to get some light armors. It's going to be a while before we can get the heavy armors because we will need to get steel, which is going to need the smelting furnace. And I think I'm going to take Serrano off of the smelting furnace, actually, once the temple is done by Diarmude here. And she can go ahead and learn smelting furnace, and Serrano can actually go over to correct cutting because he's the only Varnish speaking person that can actually learn that. And then otherwise, I don't think we really have much more knowledge to worry about, so we can basically just let everybody do whatever they want at that point. But yes, that is basically the plan right now. I'm just going to take him off this now for when he gets back home. Okay, so we made it home with everybody, and unfortunately that rebellion already went through with Lacria. Currently, Lacria has 22 soldiers. Siva only has 14, but they are stronger, and I really don't want to deal with these villages yet. So I am thinking that it might be in our best interest to just go after this camp of forest bandits. There's 24 of them, so it should be fine. And hold on, what are they doing? Attacking a village. Okay, so let's go ahead and bribe this for an attack. We're going to send Letta. We don't really need her right now for squads because the next day we're going to spawn all of our soldiers and we can just spawn a commander out of that. So let's send her to do this, and at the start of the next day we'll send our attack towards Lacria. Okay, so something strange is beginning to happen. As you can see here, Kriege is actually attacking Vasna. We got no notification for this whatsoever, and over here on this side, the same thing is happening with Nehemiah. They are attacking Letos. Now, I think because of this icon, maybe they are doing a sudden attack, but it still doesn't even allow us to station anybody at their locations. So I think something may be a little bit bugged here, and I don't understand this. I feel like this just makes no sense to allow, because obviously at a certain size on your kingdom, there's always going to be somebody that can get attacked in this way, and not even giving you a notification just seems kind of bad from a gameplay perspective. I don't know why the developers keep doing things like this, but I did decide to look through the debug menu a little bit, and we can actually just send them home. I think we're going to do this. It works on two fronts. First of all, they don't attack a city that we then just burn to the ground and resettle for nothing. And as well, they don't waste their troops attacking it. So I think we're just going to send them home. I believe this is Kriege. Yes, it is. So we can just hit send to another town and send them home, and let's see if this works. It seems like it is. Oh, this one is actually still attacking. Okay, maybe let's try it again. Hold on. Was it? Oh, it's not letting us now. Okay, so maybe this won't actually work. That is quite strange. So, oh, they are returning. Okay, the message didn't update. Okay, so that works, and let's do that here as well. Because, like I said, 31 soldiers here, 17 here. They'll at least take some damage. Probably not a lot, but it still seems like it just makes us have problems later that we don't really want to have. So let's send this guy. This is Nehemiah. Yeah, Nehemiah right here. And that appears to have worked. Yes, okay, so they are all going home now. And I'm going to keep an eye on it, and we'll see why this happens. Like I said, I didn't see any kind of icon to indicate this was happening, and of course we can't defend them. So I feel like this is something that we should just not allow to happen. It just kind of lowers the overall difficulty of the game and just makes everything more tedious for us. So I think that this actually works out. Okay, now unfortunately Lacria has rebuilt some of their army, but they are still at 24, so we are going to have let us still go and bribe this camp of forest bandits. She was doing some other things, so we needed to basically get her mood back up, which has happened now, so she is on her way. We also spawned all of our new soldiers. Apparently some died, because I know I spawned 20. And yeah, I guess some must have died. And we're gonna have to hope that we can get enough medical salves to heal these guys. Oh, okay, I guess actually there is a couple of ones here that I didn't actually finish increasing the combat on. We'll take care of that in a second. But yes, we are basically waiting for some of these medical salves to get used, and we did also spawn a commander, so we should be good there. And as you can see, Siva is now having a rebellion, so we will have to see. They have 23 soldiers. They might be a little bit better of a target than Lacria, but we're going to go for Lacria first, since their villages are already burnt. And as well as that, this camp of forest bandits, I guess it has raised a little bit in strength. So that will be definitely a good option next. But hopefully Siva loses a good amount of their army here during this battle, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, so one of those warriors was actually old, and that's why her combat decreased. The other one was blinded. I think he spawned with blinded, so I took it off and increased his combat. Now, a bunch of these injuries are actually about to turn into gangrene. They must have been progressed from a previous fight already, so that's a little unfortunate. They're probably going to die, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to send them to attack Lucria, and we'll just deal with the losses when that happens, because we're not going to get enough medical salves in time. So let's go ahead and start Serrano's army here, and we'll also go with this guy, Olton, and that'll basically be everybody, so we don't really need another squad here. We'll just go with these. Maybe we'll just leave a couple of these guys behind that are injured. Yeah, that looks perfect. And we'll hit save squad there. Save squad. Perfect. Now, we may have to call this back slightly because Letta is about 10 hours away. She should make it in time, but it's whether or not those bandits actually attack Lucria in time, so we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so these forest bandits have been bribed. They are not sending their attack yet, so I'm going to wait just a minute here, but if Ulton doesn't make it, or makes it all the way down here before these forest bandits actually send their attack, we'll probably just hit Wormwood, maybe? Yeah, we'll take their meat. Actually, we'll just hit them both, and that should buy us enough time to get these forest bandits to attack Lucria. Okay, so these bandits went to attack Lucria in time after all. They have 17 with them, not as much as I would like, but we'll take it. And they're going to fight 27 of Lucria's soldiers. Hopefully they can do some damage here. And I guess they're taking the long way around there. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't think they okay, they lost 12. Wow, that's actually incredible. 17 bandits managed to do some serious damage there. So here we are at Lucria, and as you can see, Timberwood is actually being attacked here by one of these cities right here, which is quite funny. They're not going to get those carrots in time. Oh, okay, I guess we actually just pushed time forward a little bit, which should let them burn that. Yep, it does. But either way, we're going to hop on in. As you can see, there are 7 on foot and 8 on these towers, so this could actually be quite damaging for us. And our squads are already not doing so well, so it is a little bit worrisome, but we'll have to see how this goes. And as long as everybody actually attacks the towers, that does not always happen, or rather attacks the walls. Sometimes they just kind of stop in their tracks, and that is kind of what's happening here with this squad. Okay, they are all helping now, I think. And we're just gonna burst through the walls as soon as they're burnt down. So let's hope nobody gets killed during this rush here. Serrano is fine. Okay, you guys seem like you're kind of... Oh no, they're trapped at the walls. This happens. Okay. Ooh, that is a lot of death there. Okay, well... it mostly worked out. That's still like 10 people we just lost to rushing the walls themselves, though. And it looks like this squad is probably going to get completely wiped out. I don't even know what these 3 guys are doing now. They're not burning this tower anymore. Guess they just got drawn into that fight. Either way, Serrano lived, but oh, their king actually lived as well. I don't know if our other squad commander actually survived. That's not them. Possibly not, which is actually kind of bad. That's okay though. Let's see exactly how much damage we had. Let's see. And it looks like 23 dead, so that is pretty bad. Okay, so we are going to spawn ourselves a lord to take care of the city. And then that's going to be it for this episode. So you will see the result of that at the beginning of the next episode, and we'll see what this new section of the map looks like that we'll have unlocked. I think it'll just be these 2 cities, and we will basically be back to where we were several episodes ago. But either way, that's going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.